Hello and welcome everyone, Gamora here, and we are back with a brand new episode of Let's Play Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon. So without further ado, let's play. Hello everyone, we're back with Chapter 4. Now before we start, I do want to mention one thing. I already recorded Chapter 4, and unfortunately, for some reason that I still have not figured out, and am praying that doesn't happen again, is the game audio like halfway through the chapter just got, I don't know, distorted, and I have no idea how to even describe it. Kind of staticky, distorted. The mic was fine, just the game audio, and it was only like halfway through it. And unfortunately, this game, at least maybe after you beat it, it has chapter select. But at the moment, it does not have chapter select. So, I had to pretty much play it, just start a fresh file and kind of just rush my way through to hopefully get ready for tonight's stream. So I'm hoping we can beat this chapter at least in the next 2 hours so we can stream on time and, continue on with the next chapter. So if you notice things that are different, in terms of the items down below, in terms of skills we may or may not have acquired yet, that'll be the reason. But chances are I'm probably down some skills, as I was kind of rushing to get back to make sure everything is where it was with yesterday's stream. But it's fine. The abilities are not that crucial. Game's not too difficult when it comes to combat, and we can hold off on on those abilities. We'll get them eventually. It's not that big a deal. But yeah, so that's what the situation is. I really do not like re-recording stuff. This game was not as bad. It's a short game. I think it only took me like an hour and a half to get back to beginning of this chapter, which is nice, considering it took me, I think, probably twice that amount of time to get as far. Obviously, it was a new experience, and we were taking our time exploring everything, as best we can. Probably should have taken a better look at the map the first time we played. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. So the first 3 episodes, or the first 3 chapters, is pretty much still a blind playthrough. And so this is hopefully going to be the only chapter that's not blind. But after this, it'll be blind again. And of course, it had to audio had to screw up on this chapter, because this chapter was, as of yesterday, the longest out of all of them. And I'm hoping it does not take as long as it did yesterday. We did get a little lost yesterday, so I guess this will be nice. We don't have to deal with that. Just to let you guys know, if you're curious, I believe this chapter ended up taking us almost 4 hours. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm supposed to be streaming in 2 hours. So here's hoping that we can beat this in 2 hours. I think it should be possible. If not, I guess we'll just start the stream late. But I would like to finish it. I don't want to redo it on stream. I doubt people want to watch it again. Come on. Should be able to get... Oh, maybe I have to be on the other side to get this. So yeah, I guess I should talk about our new transformation here, since we just got it at the end of the last chapter. So it's pretty much the wood element for Cereza, which gives us this cool little tongue that allows us to pull stuff. And he'll have, different abilities as we go further on into the game. So let's, I think, hopefully this is where we left off. Let's see. I discovered what is likely the remains of a campground within the forest. Perhaps I am not the first human to step foot in here. Even more curious, on the ground nearby, I found a crumpled flyer. It was already advertising a circus of all things. Don't tell me that someone had the idea to set up a circus here. I apologize, I shouldn't even be entertaining such ridiculous notions. Though if I do happen to come across another human in this forest, I'll have much to ask them. Anyway, let's put that balderdash aside for the moment, shall we? Back to plant life here. Recently, I've come across a plant that looks like a giant pea pod. I gave a mighty tug on it and on what seemed to be the tip of its stem, and what do you think should happen? The pod split open, pouring out plentiful amounts of fairy candy. Could this sweet, glowing candy really come from a plant like this? But no, I remember seeing the same candy produced by other plants here as well. Perhaps this candy is some kind of purified crystalline energy that the ecosystem here generates naturally. And could that mean this sweet excess is actually full of forest nutrients? No wonder the fairies love it so. Okay, so just like, I guess that's another thing I should talk about. We started this Let's Play with, obviously me reading a lot of those journals and character descriptions. And I'm gonna keep doing that. Hopefully I don't miss any. I figured if I just read the ones in this chapter, it'll probably, since I do read them like as I find them, I don't think I have to go back and read any of the other ones that I got in the first 3 chapters. So hopefully me reading just the ones I get here is enough. So sorry if I miss anyone. Yeah. Although chances are we're gonna miss them anyways because we just won't find them. Amadon, the apprentice clown.
Stop it!
Looks like the clown's gonna run away. So as I was rushing through the game, the first 3 chapters to, get to this chapter so we can re-record it. I was just trying to, because when I was first playing it, I was like, man, this would be a pretty cool game to speedrun. And I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, but the reason I created my channel in the first place a couple years ago was to do some speedrunning of Bayonetta 2. Now, obviously, this is different. I mean, same franchise, right? But a completely different game entirely. So I was trying to, like, rush through it, trying to keep that speedrun kind of mentality in mind. I think it's going to be a long speed. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 5 hours. Unless something crazy, is discovered. But I guess a lot of these enemies can be skipped. And I imagine the first thing people are going to want to get in terms of abilities for Cereza are this move right here, which increases, or at least the upgrade to it. You can get the upgrade, I think, for 500 fairy candy, which will increase your running speed if you point it in the direction that you're running. So that's probably going to be the first thing I imagine people are going to go into. And then I guess with Cereza, probably going to go into, increasing binding and increasing the amount of magic you get from binding. Stuff like that. But it's going to be interesting how this thing is going to be routed. Considering a lot of this stuff you could probably skip. I think it'll be fun because you're controlling two different characters. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it just feels really hard to do that perfectly. Oh, great, we have to do this. I died so many times here yesterday. Hopefully I don't end up dying this time.
This way.
Yeah,
What is that
because
thing?
of this. So hopefully we can actually succeed this time. Not actually screw this up. Okay. Just one more, I think. Come on, Cereza. Ooh, okay. First try this time. I think last time I died 3 or 4 times. Because you have to find the correct path. And I don't think it changes from time to time, or, from attempt to attempt. And it's not that big a deal. You pretty much start at the beginning of it. It is annoying more than anything else. Oop. Also, I don't think this is going to be a thing in the speed run. You're probably going to you're going to want to stay together most of the time in hug mode, pretty much, since that gives you a boost in speed. Now it would be nice if Cheshire can actually let us ride his back, or ride on him, like you could in Bayonetta 3. You're pretty much going to want to stay like this. And probably skip all the chests, which most of them hold
Cool.
HP like that. Usually it's just one pedal. I guess that just happened to be our last one. So I think, I don't think you have to do any of these Tyranogs, or probably very few. So you're gonna have to, I guess, just deal with having two flowers as your HP, and just be satisfied, I guess, with the full flower that you get from killing a boss. One of the elemental bosses, like we just did with the wood element. Okay, man, I really hope nothing happens, with the audio. Because there's something I couldn't even tell. I should have just listened to the people in chat. That's my bad. And people are saying there was issues with the audio. Because I was live streaming it, right? I should have just saved it in a different slot. So I could, because like I said, the video was about 4 hours. And like it happened halfway through, so the final 2 hours. So if I just took their word on it, which, I mean, I didn't doubt them. I just didn't think it was going to be, because I was hearing it just fine. So I thought it was just like a stream issue or something, right? But nope. No, it's not. I guess I should have just been safe and created a save anyways. So I guess you live, you learn. Honestly, I wasn't expecting any issues, since we did just get a new capture card.
Cheshire.
It is kind of annoying more than anything else. As annoying as re-recording is, it's probably not as bad as actually the fact that we have to deal with this. After getting all that new hardware, and new PC, and a new capture card. And it's not like this is the first game that we've recorded. after getting all that new hardware. And we've had no issues with anything else, so... I'm wondering if it has something to do with the length. Because usually I do, 20 to 30 minute episodes for my Let's Plays. But for this game, I decided to just do it chapter-based. Just like I did my other Bayonetta Let's Plays. Me, not expecting, these chapters being as long as they are. And I thought chapter 3 was really long. Like nothing compared to what this chapter was. Pretty much took the whole stream up. Plus, the extra time after the stream. Oh, I think this is the annoying one. Yep, it is. This one's actually really annoying. But I don't know if I could do this. I think I screwed this up. I was supposed to set this up first. Did I fail? I did fail. Damn it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. He's stuck up there. I gotta go save him. Oh, okay, good. That's fine. I wouldn't have screwed it up if I actually remembered that I had to set it up before starting. Actually, we almost made it. Definitely getting better at these controls. As I say that, I make a mistake. But we are getting better with these controls. Oh, jeez. That was a close one. I would have hated doing that again. I think that last time that took me a couple tries also. Not too many though, I think like 3 or 4 tries.
Yes.
Mainly because I didn't know how many there were. Just when I thought I was done, another one just kept popping up. Oh, guess we can't do anything about that. Even though I've done this chapter before and did it yesterday, I am definitely still going to get turned around with how confusing this chapter is in terms of where to go. Hopefully not as bad as yesterday. Yeah, it's going to be annoying to have to do that for the speed run the whole time. I wonder if there's like a penalty in speed if you don't get it exactly right. Yeah, because you have to point it in the right direction. You can't just hold it out. Oops. Screwed that up. Oh well. I gotta say, the fighting is very hard to master. Because you could, or at least hard to master to get it, to end it as quick as you want, right?
What could that be?
Cereza spotted something that looked like fruit.
Looks good. Quick, let's go get it.
Ah! What are you doing? Cheshire! Ugh! Now my hair's all sticky.
Cheshire enjoyed his snack as Cereza tried unsuccessfully to squeeze the pulp from her hair.
Do you have any idea how important hair is to a witch? Be careful!
Oh, all that fur on your head and a fat lot of good it's done you.
Oh, the demon's retort was surprisingly deft.
She's orange now.
Quiet! I'm working on it. Just you wait.
Okay, then. All right, new letter here. That's probably going to talk about the fruit. Umbran Apprentice Diary number 4. Hopefully, I think we read those in the other chapters. We also missed... Yeah, I missed 3 in the other recording as well. This forest has a lot more infernal plants than I expected. Is Avalon close to Inferno or something? Most of them are all droopy at first, but just sprinkle a little bit of magic and they shoot up in no time. Doing so has opened up a few different paths in the forest, so I'm trying it out wherever I can. I'm also not an expert on exactly which plants are infernal, so I kind of just try some magic on whatever suspicious looking plants I come across. Speaking of infernal plants, I found this giant fruit near here I'd only seen in books before. It was called Inferno Fruit, and the sweet scent alone hit me like a ton of bricks. I was so hungry I tried taking a bite, but it was way too sweet for a human tongue, practically inedible. Still, it did really energize me, so it must have some pretty strong magical properties. Only it wasn't so bloody sugary. I'd probably have taken some with me. I guess that's just for the beasts. So that's pretty much going to be used, if you remember when we were learning skills. We have the onyx roses. These red things right here pretty much are used to get skills for Cereza. And then the other ones, the berry candies.
This new power. Maybe we can use it to go to places we couldn't before.
I guess I'll just show you right now. The other one is Fairy Candy, which is going to give us this ability, allow us to get this ability, which I think is pretty cool. We can bind more than one person now.
Have some.
Oh, no, that wasn't it. That was a bind combo. That's also pretty nice. Forget which one. There's another one that gives you, and so pretty much I got this one first, which increases your movement speed. To help us, or at least to help me get through this as fast as possible. Okay, thick skin, I guess, whatever. We can skip through that. Okay, now we don't have hers. Ah, that's it. Multi-bind is her thing, right? Makes sense. What do we want here? I think maybe let's just focus on the bottom two.
Maybe like this?
I like how she's like a pixelated version in the mirror. That's like, it seems like something you would see in a pixel style game.
Oh, I'm
Okay, so let's save it.
exhausted.
I probably, I don't even know if, I don't even know if I saved. I hope I didn't overwrite it. I think I might have. Oh, I hope the audio is not bad this time, because I don't want to have to play the game again. Can't believe I forgot to do that. I was like, you know what? Before I started the re-record of this chapter, I was like, I better like have a save just in case it happens again. And I think I just forgot to do that. So hopefully everything works out just fine. You know, maybe the issue appears if I record for, I don't know, 2+ hours. I guess we'll have to see if I even get there. That's not going to stop me. I'm going to just run right through it with my super speed.
What is it with that jester? He's such a bother.
Those guys didn't even... Oh, damn it. Shouldn't have been talking shit. Oh, I think this is a shortcut, if I'm not mistaken. Which is nice if we ever want to go back. Although I do hope there is going to be some sort of fast travel. Let's just double check. Not 100% sure if this is a place we've already been to. Oh, yes, it is. I think this might have been something we did in chapter 3. I think that's a chapter 3 kind of area that you run by. Oh, got the jester there. Probably gonna run away from us anyways. Off to the world of illusions, where we pretty much can't do anything until we deal with the illusion. Or I guess we can do very few things in terms of dispelling the illusion. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do on that. Oh, actually we have to go on that side. Yeah, but I don't think we can interact with this. Or pretty much anything. Yeah, that seems to be the case. We really can't interact with anything. Unless we dispel the illusion. You know, I guess maybe we can interact with stuff that's, I guess, like that. Yeah. Also, I guess we can pick up stuff like the onyx roses and you know, mundane stuff like these bushes and all that. Come on. Come on. You know, I wonder if they're going to explain how she got her name Bayonetta. Oh, these guys are annoying to kill. You can hit them like once or something. Because you have to pretty much dispel them and then they kind of just disappear on you when you hit them once. It'd be nice if they were just a one-hit kill, but they're not. Is that it? Yeah, might even be able to skip those guys, to be honest. Just going in here is pretty much what we want to do. And I can't believe it. I was just looking at my my other monitor that's handling the recording, and I was like, it just like went to sleep on me, and I was like, what the? That's such a weird thing to have on a PC set by default. Like, why would I want my computer to go to sleep? I mean, it's one thing if it's a laptop. Super confused. I mean, I guess it's nice to have the settings available for me, but hopefully that didn't screw up anything. And I guess technically we can skip by every fight unless it's locked like this. No, I guess we got another one to deal with. If only that was a one-hit kill. Man, it's gonna be so hard to optimize those fights. I guess it was also pretty hard to optimize them in the other Bayonetta games, but I think it's not as difficult. Fun knock. Yeah, having to, yeah, I'll say it again, having to do this, definitely not the easiest thing. As difficult as it was in Bayonetta 1, at least you were only controlling one character. Let's deal with this guy and him. Oh man, I can't believe he's still alive. Oh, come on, just when it was... I'm actually surprised. Do we have some invincibility frames when we do the witch time? I could have sworn we should have gotten hit by that bullet. You know, there was something I mentioned. I don't know if I mentioned it before, like in the first 3 chapters, or something I mentioned in yesterday's stream, which is going to be scrapped because of the bad audio, is that it's obviously implied that she can understand the demon, right? Cheshire. So I'm wondering if that's something she could also do in Bayonetta. You know, the first 3 games. Can she actually understand what these demons are saying? So I wonder if she actually talks to the demons in the other Bayonetta games. I guess it's not really... At the very least, they don't show the demons talking back. I think she... I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think maybe she does talk to them. But kind of in the same manner as you would talk to your pet. You really don't expect them to understand. You're kind of just doing it. I mean, they might understand. Dogs, you know, but I think it's more of a training thing. I don't think they literally understand. But I guess that's just splitting hairs, right? If you train them to understand and they understand, technically that's still understanding. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything for this section. I mean, we probably missed some stuff, but I think that's the same amount of stuff we did last time. Something's carved here. Capture all humans who enter the forest. I guess we also have this to do. If I can even get up there. And... oh yeah, I guess we can. Right, we could just do these. Just some extra food for Cheshire. More abilities for him. I mean, it does take a while, but you know, it is what it is. And I think that might be... yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I guess we can get that plant while we're at it. Now I feel like stuff like that would probably be skipped in the speedrun because it's just too damn slow. And here we are, I think. Right, new area. Ooh.
Hello there, miss.
Who's there?
Cereza's heart leapt at the sudden voice.
Good question. Let's just say I'm the one you talk to when you want to know about the goings-on in this forest. Well, I'm not a fairy, at least. Take my word on that one.
Says the creepy voice from the shadows.
Try asking me something if you don't believe me. I'll answer any question you have.
Okay, have you seen any black wolves around the forest lately?
Oh, but you're looking for a white wolf, aren't you?
How did you know?
You are a part of this forest now. That means your business has become my business. Trust in the path you take now. It's the right one. But you won't be able to find those elemental cores as easy as you think.
You know about the elemental cores too? Okay. Tell me more.
Ahead, there is an old circus tent fairies use to lure human children into the forest. The crazed ringmaster enslaves poor souls there to perform in his shows until they die.
Until they die?
My apologies. Was that too scary? But you needn't worry. You and that demon of yours won't croak that easily. You've caused a big ruckus among those fairies since you entered this forest. That just proves they're scared of you. And that demon, of course. Well, I'm afraid I must go. I wish you both safe travels.
The voice faded away, and silence once again enveloped the forest.
And she's gone. Just who was that?
Okay, so we got a new archive. A voice heard among the trees. Forest Sage. A mysterious figure who appears suddenly before Cereza, introducing herself simply as one who knows about the goings-on in the forest. She doesn't seem well versed in the ways of Avalon and tries to provide Cereza with what guidance she can. She seems to have something of a personal vendetta against the fairies, which is likely linked, at least partially, to her reasons for wanting to help Cereza. Okay. Yeah. Fairy leader. Who's this? I don't think I saw this last time. Fairy shrouded in shadow. Unsettling figure who surfaces from the shadows then dissolves within them just as quickly. He can command many of the fairies of Avalon and seems to have interest in Cereza and Cheshire's whereabouts. What the? Dude, I swear that I did not see this last time. Did I just miss it? It's super strange. I don't even remember reading that description or even seeing that character. I have no idea. And it's not like, when I... since I did have to start over to get to this chapter because of no chapter selects, I skipped through all the cutscenes because I saw them and didn't have time to watch them again. As good as they are.
Let's take a break.
Oh, but sorry, I don't know if it picked up on the mic. Kind of like a duplication of the Forest Sage talking, kind of for the beginning of that conversation. Things are just like falling apart, man. For some reason, my audio got switched to my monitor, and it was playing out the monitor as well. I have no idea what's going on. Now it seems like Streamlabs is bugging. I mean, it's still recording, and I can still see the footage and audio, but the interface kind of bugged out, so I don't know. Here's hoping I don't have to re-record this again. I guess let's just get the dodge roll. Why not? And can we get anything with Cheshire? Demon dodge. I guess let's just get these cheap ones. Demon dodge.
Cheshire, here you go.
And Lush punch.
Eat up.
I mean, it's fairly useful, the plush punch. Don't think we can get anything else at the moment. Okay, so enough of that. This we can't get to for some reason. I think that was the same last time. So let's just press on. We gotta make haste. We're running out of time. I mean, I feel like it's gonna be tough to make this, stretch a 4-hour episode, or an episode that used to be 4 hours into 2. But hopefully us not getting lost will help, and not taking it as chill as we used to. It's been some time now since beginning my trek into Avalon, but it seems like the forest still has much to teach me. The other day I stumbled across a curious type of plant. Its tall stem held a single piece of fruit. Not remarkable at first glance, but trust me, this was no run-of-the-mill berry. A short time after being picked, the fruit exploded. And I'm not talking about a party cracker-sized pop either. No, this was a full-blown bang. Had I been but a few steps closer, this journal would have come to an abrupt end. Midway through, another particularly peculiarity of this plant is, for better or worse, the ratio that we're able to actually bear these explosive fruits was fairly low. Perhaps this plant is not indigenous to Avalon and struggles to adapt. As the fruit resembles a large pomegranate, I've decided to call these plants pomegranates for the time being. I realize now that if I were to ever publish these journals, there would likely be a horde of evildoers rushing into the forest to misuse these explosive plants. I suppose I have no choice but to take these writings to the grave then. Yeah, I don't know. Seems like a bad idea, or a bad decision to make. You really can't, like, hold yourself responsible for what people do. Or, for discovering something. Right? It's not like... I mean, you're supposed to be there for discovery, right? You shouldn't worry about what other people are going to do. Not like that makes you bad in any way. Oops. Didn't explode that one. I mean, I guess you can kind of look at that as, the nuclear fusion and the atomic bomb kind of thing. I don't know if it was the same person. I don't think it was the person who discovered the math behind it and the science behind it, as opposed to the one who actually made the science behind the bomb. Knowledge is not good or bad. It's pretty much neutral. It all depends on the person who uses it. So this is going to be a moon pearl, and it's going to be like the fruit for Cheshire. It's going to give us the ability to get other, some of those skills that we couldn't get earlier. They were locked behind some onyx roses and another item. Okay, let's continue on. And we finally made it to this point of the game where things get interesting.
Could that be a wisp?
Cereza remembered something Morgana had told her long ago. Children who perish in Avalon become wisps, their souls cursed to wander the forest forever.
Hi there, little guy. Are you okay?
Who are you? Are you lost?
You can talk? I'm Cereza. What's your name?
I'm Colin.
Colin, you look troubled. Is something the matter?
My friends. The fairies took them away.
Colm's lower lip quivered as he spoke. He explained how the fairies would round up wisps and tease them for sport.
I want to go help them, but I don't stand a chance against those fairies. You
you just leave those mean old fairies to me?
Those fairies are pretty mean to these guys.
For true.
You'll see soon enough.
The wisp wasn't the only one surprised by Cereza's bold claim.
Oh, we can't just abandon them.
Girl and demon squared off. Neither budged an inch. Cheshire made it clear he wanted no part in this daring rescue. But Cereza was determined.
Well, I'm going. Even if I have to fight those fairies myself.
You go, Cereza.
What is this place?
All we got now is our magic.
Fairy playground? Could humans have been here?
I wonder what this thing
I
is.
could have played with Mummy at a place like this.
Looks like a tooth. So strange. Be careful, sis.
What's this?
World swing. If only this forest had someone who can fix you. Also, I just realized the thing after listening to that cutscene again about what Morgana said is that if a child dies in the forest, they turn into a wisp. As we progress further into this chapter, we will get descriptions on the wisps that we're going to go save. And from reading them, it almost sounded like some of them were adults. But I guess not. Because I guess you have to be a child to get turned into a wisp. I mean, I guess now... I mean, but here's the thing, like, obviously, we just heard what Morgana said. They have to be children to be turned into a wisp. So that's probably not going to happen to an adult. But, what is going to happen? Let's see, is this a grave? I wonder whose it is. Do they, like, age after they become wisps? Obviously, they stay in the same body, or whatever you want to call it, spirit form. But I wonder if they mature, you know, mentally. Because I don't think... I mean, here, I'm just speculating, but, I imagine if someone were to stay a child with the mind of a child, I don't know if it's so clear-cut if they would mature on their own. Because as you grow up, your brain develops too, right? And that allows you to mature in a way, right? So I don't know if you staying a child with a childlike mind would allow you to mature. But maybe. I mean, some children are more mature than others, I suppose. And if you're stuck as a wisp for like multiple years, or however long they've been here, I don't actually know. Oh, there's a wisp. Was he just an illusion the whole time? Oops, looks like we can't go this way. Yeah, this I don't remember too well. I guess we're just gonna have to figure our way out of here, out of this illusion. Maybe this way. Okay. God, I wish I had Cheshire. Teach these guys a lesson. Oops, okay, yep, let's go this way. We're almost done, I believe. Gotta get to the ladder here. And we're safe. You know, as you see those crystals at the bottom of the screen right there that kind of pop up inside the illusions from time to time? When I was kind of like speeding my way through the game, or the first 3 chapters, to get ready to re-record it, I actually like was running so fast that I got stuck behind one because I got past it before it spawned, and it spawned while I was there, and it kind of blocked me in, and for a second I thought I soft locked myself. I was like, I do not need this. Luckily, I was able to squeeze my way out of there. Because you can't really do anything with those crystals. It's not like you can use your magic to break the illusion. They're kind of just... I guess they're meant to block you.
Cheshire.
You came for me, buddy.
I knew you'd come. You need my magic energy after all. Since you're here, how about lending me a paw?
Cereza was secretly happy to see Cheshire, but he was silently brooding.
Something happens to you, and it's my neck, too.
The demon was just looking out for himself after all.
Looks like he's starting to like us. Can't fool me.
Well, with or without you, I'm still going to help those wisps. You just sit back and watch.
Oh, how's a weakling like you gonna save anyone?
The demon chuckled, his mouth twisted in a cruel grin. Pretending not to hear, Cereza pressed ahead.
No, okay, let's continue with this. Is this going to be the advance? Nope, I guess not. Oh, you know what? I should probably turn this back on. Hold on. Options. Tutorials. I better turn that back on. Turned them off from the beginning section of the game. Just to speed past it and not have to deal with them. Of course, we're probably going to get this tutorial now. Fairy barriers. Some fairies have elemental barriers. When their barrier is up, most attacks won't work on them. Each type of barrier has its own weakness. A strong blast should be effective against stone barriers. We pretty much have to do this. I don't know why we have to do this dance in the middle of a fight. It's crazy.
Stop it!
What? Should have been enough. This is an annoying one, and we have to do it, unfortunately. Oh, not a direct enough hit, I guess. Okay, let's lock that dude in place and finish him off. I don't want to deal with this. I mean, I guess technically we could do both plants, but that's kind of annoying. When it automatically turns into original Cheshire. That's got in the way. Pretty much, yep, see when we run out of magic like that. Yeah, so we gotta wait here until we get some of our magic in hug mode. Okay, finish him off, Cheshire. Maybe I should switch back for the attacking. Probably not worth it, since he just consumes magic the whole time. You gonna face me yourself, gesture buddy? Probably not. He's gonna run away. Oh great, we gotta do this again. Only I could break two of them. Oh, come on. What you doing, Cheshire? I guess we must do both. Only we could speed this up. I can't believe we have... Oh, at least it stays. Oh, no, it doesn't? Okay, forget it. Oh, great. This is not going well. Help, Cheshire. Let's It's going way worse than it did last time.
Let's get him, Cheshire.
Yeah, they probably expect you to do both those plants before the second phase, since that other dude is pretty much shooting stuff at you. Come on, I can't hit him there.
Perfect.
I guess that's what new enemies. Madan, Amber Knight, a mischievous clown in training. They belong to the Amadan circus troupe, where they used to learn under Amadan Dub. Until he lost his mind, since then they've taken over his work as general overseer of Fairyland, of the Fairyland Tower, where they are in charge of collecting negative vibes via Wisp Torment. While still learning to be a clown, they have displayed expert skill in turning Wisp's Torment into a performance art and accumulating a great amount of negative vibes to it. What is this, Monsters Inc? And they're just going for screams pretty much. Except this time it's like anguish. Though relatively weak for a fairy, they are devious schemers, always thinking of new tricks to try, each one almost unanimously translatable to an effective method of Wisp Torment. Using the Wisp energy they have collected, they learn how to create barriers for themselves, but overall they're not very threatening in battle. More annoying than anything else.
Cheshire, over here.
This is how they torment the wisps. Look at that. Hanging them by their heads.
I thought I was gonna die.
Dude's got a anchor in his head. Wisps can be found throughout Avalon, trapped by fairies. Press L to save them whenever you find them. Some of the wisps you'll find are troubled. If you help them solve their problems, good things can happen for you.
Glad to help.
Oh, I forgot about that, actually. Like, I guess they mentioned that, but I haven't seen that, come up at any point. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe till when we save all of them. Or, I don't know, maybe it's later in the game, I don't know. I should have looked at the more carefully at my previous video. I wonder how long it took me to get here. And if I'm further ahead than I think I am. I'm probably just at the same pace. It's this second section that took me forever. Just because of how annoying and confusing it might be. But I know exactly what I want to do, so... At least it accomplished pretty much the same thing we did earlier. Don't think I'm going to forget. Okay, there's still other Tierna-Nogs. Okay, Anchor in his head wants us to do something. I'm surprised. I guess he's not human, so I guess that's technically not going to kill him.
After all that fuss, you're going to help after all.
Cereza teased the demon, who responded with a cold glare.
Find a way into
I
Fairyland
strike any
Tower.
pests who come near. Unlike you, I have the strength to protect myself, chided the demon.
Is that so?
So we need to set this one up. There's actually something I noticed when coming in here that I think I might have forgotten the last time. Let's see if I can actually do it now. Let's see. I think we have to go back a little bit to actually accomplish it. We can. I think we can go back. No? We go back where we came from. I don't remember this being... Okay, here we... I think this might be it. Yeah, this is it. We couldn't get past here because we didn't have Cheshire. Yeah, I forgot about coming back here. I was actually trying to figure out how to get up there. Or, to get up here. I completely forgot that I could get past that section. So, look at that. We're doing something I didn't even do in the other episode. We're going to get another moon pearl. It'll give us at least one other ability. I don't know if all of them are necessary, because it seems like there's more moon pearls than there is abilities that require it. But maybe our skill tree will grow. I mean, it is a tree, literally. So I wouldn't be too surprised if it ends up growing as we get further in the game. Right, there goes that moon pearl. Cool, so we got that. I don't think there's anything else up here that we can get to. We can have a little fun. Whee! I like how she's still pretty much an innocent child. And then we can check this side. Don't actually remember what's on this side. But there's goodies like this, I suppose. Alright, there's still this box that has this fire around it. And there's also this thing here, which I have not learned. Yeah, could not figure this out last time. Don't know what this is all about. Also, there's these things that we can move. Couldn't figure out how to get across. Something tells me it's going to be for later, especially the chest that's on fire. I imagine there might be a fire element. I mean, we did get a wood element, which is kind of strange, I must say. Definitely not something I was expecting. Like I'm playing Mega Man or something. When do you ever see wood element? When I saw a green element, I thought, okay, here's wind. Right? Because that's what naturally it is. Now I'm kind of wondering if what the other ones are going to be. For all I know, it's not going to be fire. It's going to be like a lava. And then if there is like a water one or a blue one, it's not going to be water or ice. It's going to be like, I don't know, sky. Whatever the hell that would even be. It'll be interesting to see, though. Okay, I think there was one other thing we wanted on this side, though. Yep, that's it. I think it's not technically the most important item, but since we are not being as calm as we were earlier with exploring, I guess just kind of, I think I spent a lot of time, defiling every bush that I saw, if you want to say it like that. Kind of like these bushes and all these pots and all that, which I'm not doing as much this time because we're just trying to get through it. We definitely don't have as many abilities unlocked as I did earlier, but like I said, we'll get it eventually. And honestly, I probably was a little overdoing it. I think by the end of this chapter I had pretty much all of them, so it was kind of excessive. Wonder if I need that plant. I don't remember. Oh, I guess not. We didn't need it. Oh, hold on. What was that? No, I had like a roll ability there. And another plant for him. Enjoy, Cheshire.
What are you doing?
I think that's your fault, Cereza. You were down in the cliff below. Why did you come up here anyways? Also, how did you come up here? You were down there. I don't think there's even a way for her to come up here.
Cheshire, over here!
Because we threw Cheshire up there. Right? We threw him up there, so I don't think there's actually a way for her to get up there. I think the cutscene is the only way to get her up there. We can drop this lever, you should be able to get into the tower. See ya, buddy. Oh, now we got the new wisps. Proceed through Fairyland Tower. And here's where the chaos begins. Now the last archives is pretty much the wisps. And there is a ton of them. I don't even think I found a small percentage of them. Now the guy with the hook in his head is called Captain. Is he Captain Hook? Slightly short fishing rod. This is height, weight, approximately 1 wooden lure. Personality gossipy, hobby gossip. Captain is a wisp that loves to gossip. Factually proven, save that boring stuff for the dictionary. Inconclusive, that's just another word for alluring mystery. Fishing for a big scoop. Has been known to get him in trouble a few times, but that just adds to the thrill. At the hideaway, he calls himself an ace reporter. Mostly an excuse to butt into other wisps' private lives. He has a regular column in the Wisp Weekly, where the small town gossip he picks up suddenly gets decorated with a lavish color, a true favorite read of local Wisp residents. Recently, he's been hoping to do some street journalism with a few fairies, but alas, he doesn't speak the lingo. See, I mean, doesn't it seem like he would be an adult, or at least a young adult? I mean, I guess nowadays you don't really hear children, wanting to become reporters or even calling themselves reporters. But who knows? Maybe back in the day, that was a common occurrence. Alright, so we got a new, okay, so we definitely want multi-bind.
Maybe...
We also got a new sanctuary.
this?
Kind of strange that there, I'm kind of surprised that there was no, chapter select in this game. Cereza's spell cooldown gauge is increased, allowing her to cast 2 thorn binds in a row. Go ahead and read that. That's fine. Pretty much allows us to do 2. Really no need to explain it. I don't think I even need to do this, to be honest. The really good thing about this is the fact that it's going to give us more freedom to do, or we're going to have more magic just by the nature of it. Since we do have the ability to do 2 binds, we have another, I don't know, another slot of magic, whatever you want to call it. So it'll help us with a lot of other things too that require magic. Okay, now let's see, we can do that tickles. And I think we're going to save it for that.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, so let's save it and then get the combo mastery. It's better than the being able to tickle monsters and get more items. Because you pretty much have to tickle them this way. Right? Which you're not going to be doing too often. Usually when there's a monster, you are going to be destroying it. You're going to be in the other mode.
Yes!
It's crazy how many items that we had for concocting. Like those right there. I see we got like 98 of them. I think at this point I remember having like almost double that with how much extra exploring we were doing, or just extra pot breaking. I guess not technically exploring. Just breaking up pots and bushes. Umbrine Appreciation Diary 5. I met a wisp who told me a little bit about this area. It seems to be called Fairyland Tower. and it's a hub for the fairies to send captured wisps off to every corner of the forest. There are hordes of fairies on guard. It must double as their base of operations. I tried to sneak a little look, and just like the wisp said, there were many poor souls inside being tormented by the fairies. I'd heard that the fairies drain the life energy out of humans, but it looks like it doesn't stop there. After they've sapped your corporeal body dry, your spirit becomes a wisp that they torment to generate even more energy, until you're well and truly spent. I wish I could do something about these horrible deeds, but that's not what I'm here for. I need to stay focused on my mission. The leader of Fairyland Tower is a circus jester named Amada or something. Knowing the sinister purpose of the contraptions strewn above his circus gives the entire place a terrible, creepy air. Or perhaps it's the other way around. Maybe the whole circus was designed that way on purpose, to strike fear into human hearts. The show has begun before we even set foot in that dastard circus ring. I hope at some point we're gonna find out who that is, or who's writing those Umbrian diaries, or who's writing the other ones, the botanist ones. Because I think at least in Bayonetta, I think you can kind of get. I think Luca was writing some of them. Or Luca's father, right? At least that's what it seemed like. Oh, poor Wisp. Okay, so now this is... Oh, I didn't even see that. Now, like I said, this is the place that I got turned around a lot. So hopefully that doesn't happen this time.
Hey!
Is this supposed to be me and Cheshire? Come on, I'm way cuter than this. Doesn't she look like an absolute demon in that poster? All you see is like the outline of her, and her eyes are just like glowing. I'd be honored that they thought of me as a demon, pretty much. Because I guess technically she is, right? Come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, good. And I guess we're on our own for now. I guess we'll find... Alright, I
I've
think...
got to be careful.
Right, we gotta
If
sneak
they spot
past.
me, I'll be in trouble.
This surprisingly turned into a, a sneaky section. We have to sneak by. You get caught, you gotta start over. Which is something that doesn't appear at any other point in the game, so it is kind of surprising.
One of those wisps is being bullied, but I can't help them by myself.
Don't worry, we'll save Cheshire pretty soon. Or I guess not save him. Give him a path to us. There we go. Now we can take these guys down.
Cheshire! There's a wisp in trouble! Let's go help them!
Yeah, I don't think he cares, to be honest. But he doesn't really have a choice. And I don't really care, but I don't have a choice either. So, let's save him. Ooh, that was nice. Got all three of them out. That was an excellent fight. It's much easier when you can get the jump on them like that. Gearhead.
You're not hurt?
Oh, Metalhead. You saved me. I give you my gratitude, okay? Let's get this gate open, shall we? Before we do that, let's just check this side. Make sure we're not missing anything. Well, this is something I mentioned in yesterday's stream, but on I guess the scrap episode as well, is that I kind of wish there were items that we can equip.
Cheshire!
Kind of like the bracelet that we have on. You know, the one that Morgana gave us. because opening these chests, it kind of gets old, because it's either one of two things. It's either upgrade items like the onyx roses or the fairy candy, or it's an item that we can use, whether that be like a potion to heal us, give us unlimited magic, stuff like that. Okay, so this, I know what to do here. If we want the chest, it's not technically worth it, since I think it's only going to be, I mean, it's quite a bit of upgrade material, I think, in terms of, onyx roses and, oh, nope, keep going. Oh, no, the other one. What the? Can I not pull you? Why are you not pulling? There we go. I think we went too far. Curse these things. Why don't they just stop when they're supposed to? Man, this tongue grabbing thing, it's way too sensitive sometimes. Or it doesn't target where I want it to target. Definitely a weird thing. Gotta be really picky on where you need to stand to get it right. Thankfully, there's not too many of these that are mandatory. I guess doing the bombs is technically mandatory. And there's probably a couple paths that you need to open up in this method that are mandatory. But they're not as bad as this.
Cool.
So yeah, 100 each, not bad. Usually you don't get that many. So it's nice to get that.
Cheshire, over here.
Okay, we got our little archive here. Fairy Kingdom History. Ooh, a new journal. Avalon Forest is considered to be an ethereal world, dense with nature's greatest secrets. Since long ago, this land has been home to the enigmatic fairies and their monarch, the Fairy King. Surrounded by a magical force which only permits the purest of souls entry, it is ultimately the fairies which give it life. By some twist of fate, I was allowed passage into this enchanting world, and I plan to use this chance to unravel the forest's many mysteries. We illuminate the past to reflect on it, and take record of the past to enlighten others. I pray that my findings may be instrumental to the long-awaited reconciliation between the fairies and humankind. The history of the Fairy Kingdom begins in the feudal times of Avalon, where splintered nations, overseen by different fairy lords, were in a constant struggle for power. For eons, these nations would crumble and rebuild, unite and divide. In their feudal state, none of the nations would prove practically long-lasting, and most were ultimately relegated to the annals of history as this era reached its end. Interesting stuff. Unfortunately, we can't lower that ladder there. That'd been a nice shortcut. Skips a lot. Oop, I don't want to miss this. Even though it's really not necessary. Look at that. You gotta be like super close. Even if you're close to it and there's like nothing around us that we can use our tongue on, still need to be in the right position for it. Okay, so I think that's it for this area. We can move on and open the door. Or I guess let the wisp open the door for us. Come on, Wispy. I don't see why I need to be here. You could have opened it already. Such a weird door and how they open it. Literally a seesaw. Metal head. Height, just over 4 cogs. Weight, 3.5 small cogs. Personality, sarcastic. Hobby, musical performance. Metalhead is known as our sarcastic wisp. He's always looking at things a bit slanted, always smugly sure there's something more to it than More to it that everyone else can't see. Despite all of that, music is like a doorway to his soul. It's nigh impossible to find an instrument dropped in the forest, so he resorts to collecting twigs and other materials to make his own. As a craftsman, he accepts nothing short of perfection. Each of his creations is a masterpiece of musical beauty. His playing skills, on the other hand, leave something to be desired. He is known to often break out in pure, unmelodious cacophony. I don't know if that's how you say it, but he just looks so happy, no one has the heart to stop him. So is he technically a metalhead, or is he more of a carpenter? I would say he's more of a carpenter. I mean, I guess he loves music, he just sucks at it. I mean, I know it could be cruel.
Saving the wisps brought a small joy to Cereza's heart.
Those fairies are just awful. Don't fear, wisps. I'll save you.
So yeah, like I was saying, you know, being mean to these, or to him. Oh, you know what? I can't even open this. What am I doing? Just wasting my time here. Great. Well, that was a waste of time. I forgot that you can't interact with chests like that until you deal with this. I guess that's fine. We didn't waste too much time. I mean, he's never going to learn to play better if nobody tells him that he sucks. You just got to be nice about it, I suppose. If you're that worried about it. Okay, let's see what this Tirnanog is named. Illusion. I like the names of these Tirnanogs. Oh, here it is. Witch Pulse. Tilt and hold. Try and advance Witch Pulse. As Cereza dances, tilt and hold the left stick while the marker travels across the stretched red line. What's crazy is that I do this time. But you don't see it again the whole chapter. Maybe that's something they bring back in other chapters, but as of yet, that's the only time I've seen it. Jean Canage, fledgling mage. Yeah, I summoned Cheshire. Why is he gone? Let's just take this guy out as quick as possible. Oh, I should have taken the other guy out. Yeah, I thought he was dead, but I guess not. Nope, this guy's, of course, he's here to annoy me. I wonder if that hits. Oh, it does hit multiple people. I don't think the I mean, I guess it makes sense that the shield would hit multiple people. And hopefully that's it. And it's over. No, just thinking, just playing this game and thinking about it, after. And while I was redoing some of the chapters, I wonder what kind of, if any, completion bonuses. Not like 100% completion bonuses, but like just beating the game. Because I think every Bayonetta game has had some sort of completion bonus. Whether that be new playable character. Usually it's new playable characters, outfits, difficulty modes, and I think that's it. Maybe certain accessories, but there's no accessories in this game, so. But I'm not too sure about that last one. Not sure if there are new accessories that pop up after you beat it. Okay, we got that journal. We know where that journal is. Pretty much right here. Let's let Cheshire play with it. There you go. He's pretty much a cat at heart. I wonder what kind of demon he is. I wonder if you ever get to see him, since he just pops into the stuffed animal Cheshire. Wisp Weekly 2. I never found the first one. There's this really tall red structure, the Fairies call Fairyland Tower. Inside it's packed full of fairies, and they're all searching for wisps. After they catch a wisp, they torment them for a while. Then they make them disappear, and none of the wisps ever come back. They say they're using the wisps to collect their energy, or they're all feeding them to this really big monster. I've heard tons of different rumors, not sure which are true, but either way, it just means steer clear of there. A lot of fairies don't have a very good eyesight, so if you find a good corner to curl up in, you might be able to hide from them. Don't even think about putting up a fight. Wisps can't beat fairies, we have to run. That's how we survive. If they still find some way to catch you, well, just say your prayers, I suppose. Who knows where the train will take you. Dude, saying wisps is so hard to say. At least for me. I think it's all those S's that really make it hard for me. That's something I didn't see the last time. I wonder what this is going to give me. I guess I should have... Oh, there's a chest there. That's a chest I missed the first time. But like I said, it's probably not going to be anything special. You know, I should have realized that, considering there are... Because I tore this one down. But I never tore the third wall down. I guess it makes sense that if you were able to tear 2 of the walls down, there should be a way to tear down the third one. Don't know why that didn't occur to me. But yeah, it just turned out to be an item anyways. Not too surprising. Like I said, a little disappointing with what's usually going to be in the chest. Okay then, so let's see. I think I need to do something with Cheshire. It looks like not at the moment. I think Cereza is gonna have to come with us. Or maybe not, maybe I'm just imagining it. Okay, there's nothing over here either. Kinda strange, but whatever. Yeah, hopefully I don't get too confused. Can I save you? Oh, never mind. Just yanked away right in front of me. Alright. Another mandatory fight. Ah, see, so it does make... There it is. I knew there were some trains around here. That I wasn't just imagining it. I like how the fights are kind of set up like they would be in Bayonetta.
Get him, Cheshire! Prepare yourself! Let's get him, Cheshire!
Nice, I think we got 2 of them in a row there. Bayonetta could do some damages on her own, but I don't think she can. At least not major damage. I don't think her binding really does any damage. At least not enough to kill them. It might not do any damage at all. It might only do damage to enemies that can just be killed by them. Alright, another one saved. This one's got nails in his head. Nail head, I guess.
Welcome.
No, big nails. Thanks. Only took you 34,506,250 seconds to save me. I think during the stream, I actually did I pulled out my phone and did the calculation. I think it was like 410 days. So, that's not my fault. You got trapped that long ago. Height, 122.624 centimeters. Weight, 21.262 grams. Very, very specific. Personality sensitive. Hobby, cleaning. Big nails, has some nails jabbed in his head and one in his belly too. He's quite sensitive. Oh, he's got nails and jabbed into him. Not surprising. He notices and cares about little things that other wisps wouldn't. He loves to clean and is extremely serious about it. He goes after all the tough spots and corners and nooks that most overlook, and everything is said to have a shimmer and gleam to it when his work is done. Woe to the wisp who gets stuck cleaning with him. He demands the same meticulousness of others that he does of himself. Appearance-wise, he doesn't look so neat kept, which is something he himself seems a little bothered by. He's been trying hard to diet recently, but still hasn't realized that wisps don't gain or lose weight. Man, that sucks, dude. Must be hard to lose weight if that's your reality. Alright, so what is the point of pulling this one? I guess not really anything, huh? Let's see if pulling the other one is worth it in any way. Not doing this was worth it for some reason. Don't know why I thought that. Okay, can't really do anything. You know what, just forget it. I don't really think there's anything we need to do with these. Must have just been a different area. Because we can get to that upper platform. So yeah, I don't think that's really much of anything. Now, where does this take me? Okay. Oh, so this is it. This is what I was thinking of. Yeah. Pulling these can be kind of annoying. But we gotta do it anyways, unfortunately. At least if we want to get that chest. I think this one we have to pull. Oh, hold on. Yeah, oh no, I screwed this up already. Damn it. I was supposed to pull the other one to that side. This one doesn't get pulled till much later. Gotta jump on top of it, actually.
Come here.
All this for a chest that's pretty much going to be one of two things, like I said. And stuff like pulling these trains is why this chapter becomes really long. You know what? I don't think we need to pull... Actually, hold on. I don't think we actually need to pull the train. No, we do. We can't jump across that far. For a second, I thought we can jump from train car to train car. But I think there's too much of a gap in between. We need to bring it all the way to there. And bring this one all the way to there. That way we can just kind of climb up. And actually, I think this is required. At least to get up here. You don't technically need to get the chest. And the reason I do this is because I guess you'll see soon enough. One of these orbs is going to appear up there. Almost missed that one. Man, those frame drops. You see that? I guess that's just the realization of playing this game on the Switch. You know, you would think a game like this would be like easy to run.
Yes!
Because it almost looks like it would run on a phone, right? Especially a lot of these indie games. You would think that something like this would just run on a phone. But there's like something, I mean, I don't know anything about developing games or anything. But something tells me there's probably more to it than that. You have games like, you know, Bloodstain, right? Which did not run that good on the Switch. But I don't know, maybe that was just bad developing on the system. But something tells me it's not just the art style. There's a lot of... It's probably the lighting more than anything that kind of affects it. Yeah, let's get our item first here before we end up saving that dude. He can hang there for a little bit. Not that big a deal. Hey there. What are you? Or who are you? Fun guy. The height of 4 cutting boards, the weight of a kitchen knife, personality mothering, hobby cooking. Fun guy is probably the greatest chef of all. The wisps, his ability to turn the random assortment of knickknacks the other wisps find in the forest into delicious dishes, has made him quite a valued member of the hideaway. And while he loves to cook, he loves others enjoying his cooking as well. Since he was a child, he always loved experimenting with new flavors, or with new and exotic flavors, which led him to Avalon. He's not remorseful about becoming a wisp, telling himself that now he can eat and never gain weight. That's the dream. The only problem the other wisps have with Fun Guy is that sometimes his zeal for trying new tastes can lead to him sneaking some suspicious shrubbery into his recipes. Dude's trying to poison his buddies. I would probably have to talk to him. Yeah, now I'm finally free. I'm gonna get back to and make a big meal. Well, don't put too much plants in there, buddy. Might end up just poisoning someone someday.
Cheshire, over here!
Oh, great, not this again. It's like a demonic train. Reminds me of Thomas the Train. Thomas the Tank Engine. God, I hated that cartoon. Such a creepy ass cartoon. At least this one's much easier to deal with. And just like that, we're done. At least for now. And now we're back. Stupid train. And you can see the drops in the frames. At least we don't have to break pots. He deals with it for me. Now we're actually done. Okay, let's rest. I can't believe that the first three chapters of this game pretty much brought us up to like 25% completion. And then this long chapter, I mean, look at that. We're like an hour and 40 minutes into this chapter. And we've only done, what, like 5 or 6%? crazy. Okay, so this... Let's just get rid of those traps. Oh, there's a little sneaky thing in here. Saw that. Caught me by surprise last time. Although this time I didn't really notice it. So I actually found a way to take these guys out this time. See, I thought we had to... Or now that we got the woodland critter, pretty much, we can just pretty much bring them down to us. Which makes this such an easier fight. Before it was just annoying. Because I don't think there's anything you can do to bring them down. Except for the tongue, right? And I think you do have to face at least one set of those flying dudes before you get the woodland Cheshire. Every time I say woodland now, I think of the woodland critters from South Park. You guys are familiar with them? Those guys, man. Demonic. I mean, Cheshire is a demon, but he's got nothing on those woodland critters in South Park. I like how we can do two things at once. While he's over there sitting, you know, getting his berry candy from the pod, you know, the pea pod. Cereza can come over here and get her little treasure chest. Okay, so going up is the main direction that we have to go. But I think there is still some stuff over here that we can get. Mainly this chest for sure. I don't think we're gonna make the end of this chapter before we finish this stream, or before I usually start my stream. But I think we've made decent progress. I don't think we have too much left, if I remember correctly. Well, I guess there was nothing. Wait a minute. No, I think there was still some stuff for us to do here. Right, back to the train. Let's get rid of this illusion first. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute again. Let me just check this area. I think this might be where, yeah, this is where we came from. Yeah, there's something I think we can do inside this illusion to get rid of it. Oh, there it is. Just gotta find the break. See that mushroom over there with the spring? I still have not figured out what you need to do with it. I mean, obviously, you're supposed to, like, compress the spring and bounce off of it. I just don't know how to do it. So I wonder if that's just something we need to come back to. Off the rails. Oh, is this gonna be... This one seems like a large Tirnanog. God, these trains are creepy. I wonder what happens if you go and go further in that direction. So I'm actually not sure what... You know, if you keep going left, since these floors kind of just break below us. Okay. Come on, give us control so we can get rid of it. We can actually do what we need to do. At first, I was like freaking out because I was like, what are we supposed to do here? But once you know what to do, it's pretty easy. They give you plenty of time to panic, and then you can figure out what's going on. Now this part I ended up dying a couple times because it's hard to control two characters. Actually have them go where they need to go, like getting hit by trains and trying to pick up all these items. Oh, there goes Cheshire. And we gotta start over. Wonderful. I think the way I found the easiest was to just do one at a time. Maybe we should just skip these and just move forward. Oh, damn it. God, I hate these. I guess that wasn't just... Okay, that's just my fault. Wasn't paying attention. But I gotta say, I guess this chapter really was long. I thought maybe I was just kind of wasting time, I guess. By getting lost. But I guess not. It's just a really long chapter, even if you know what you're doing. But this was a much shorter Tirnanog than I thought. Man, I thought the speedrun would be like,
Cool.
4 or 5 hours, but it actually might be a lot longer than that. I mean, I guess this Tirnanog is optional. And we didn't technically have to go back here. So maybe it's just hard to guess, I guess, since we are doing all these optional things. Even when I replayed the first 3 chapters, so I can re-record this, I still ended up doing the optional stuff. At least the stuff that I remember doing the first time I played. Chances are I probably missed a journal or a chest here or there. But I tried to get the ones that I can see, since I already knew how to get to them. But, there's just so many chests. Hard to remember all of them. Alright, that's done for. Oh, looks like we did all the Tirnanogs in this section. So let's see, so we got that chest up there. Even if we can explode the rocks, I have no idea how to even open that chest. And like I said, I have no idea what to do with that mushroom spring. Never ended up getting up there. I guess that's just something we'll have to wait and see. So can't go in there. I think down here was an infernal fruit. I think that's the only thing down here. That's pretty much worth it. Oh, nope. Opening up the shortcut is also nice. I don't see the point of it. I guess if we missed anything, it's nice. Which,
What are you doing?
in the last recording, just got me completely turned around. Because I went down there and then I just got completely lost. Which, now that I'm playing through it again, seems kind of silly. But, it just happened, I guess. I don't think there's anything on this side that we can do. So let's just continue before I really do end up getting lost again. Okay, we did the left side. Let's just move forward. I think we need to go where I said is a continuation, which is pretty much where the trains are. Oh, I should have just went down the slide. I guess I'm not really a child at heart like Cereza. And there's something cool about this train that we can do. I think we can skip you, right? Yeah, we don't need to deal with you. I got hit by that train so many damn times. It's insane. But this is actually a new area. Pretty much that. And as you can see to the right, there is a moon pearl, which I do remember getting. It's going to be interesting to get.
Built by the fairies. Strange contraptions were scattered about its base. Its haphazard construction reflected the disorder in the fairies' hearts.
Okay, so I think think, yeah, there's nothing for us to do on that side. Pretty much gotta go on the other side, but let's take our prize here. And I guess those peas inside the pot are also pretty sweet. Like, I wouldn't mind eating them myself. But who knows what fairy candy tastes like? Probably not for human consumption. And just like, man, I love getting the drop on those guys. Makes the fight so much easier. They're also pretty weak. This is that can't be a nail. Almost looks like a cane.
Glad to help.
Oh, it is nail. Thanks, I'm going back to the hideaway to think of some defense plans. I didn't realize that last time, but there's 2 people with nails in their head. Height, approximately 8 nails. Weight, a standard hammer. Personality, stubborn. Hobby, studying. You know, since they can't gain or lose weight, does that mean they're all the same weight? And all the stuff they put for, like, weight is all stuff that just weighs the same? Like, Metalhead was like 4 small cogs or something. Is that the same weight as a standard hammer? There's a rumor in Avalon that the nail in Nail's head is bent that way because he couldn't get it through his stubborn head. Completely by the book, everything about him is straight and narrow, except for the nail, of course. Shows no mercy to rule breakers, be they friend or foe, so most of the other wisps see him as a local enforcer of law and order. In his younger days, he was quite studious, and his academic scores were nothing to sneeze at, but he rebelled against the future his parents wanted for him and ran away to Avalon. This would lead to his capture by the fairies and his turning into a wisp. Regretting his actions, he now has remorseful determination towards the importance of abiding to the conventions created by others. That's kind of sad, dude.
Come here.
It pretty much means he got killed. What cargo is it carrying in such a hurry? Think we can make it if we're quick enough. Okay. Alright, so let's pull the bridge down and continue on to this next area, which technically isn't a new area. Presenting the rare talent, Amadan Dub. Behold his miracles at Amadan's big top.
What's this?
Humans are welcome at our circus. Why is it written in human language? That is pretty strange. Shortcut number 2. Is this the same thing? No. Wasn't planning on resting, but whatever. Might as well. Alright. What's this one about? Fairy history number 2. The feudal era between the fairy nations officially came to a close by the hand of a fairy known as Moltred, both a skilled strategist and fearless warrior with a flaming spear. His fighting spirit earned numerous accolades and brought his home nation to prosperity. Stories of his strength spread through the forest, and many of Avalon's most talented fighters gathered before him. With his unrelenting ambition and military prowess, he conquered the surrounding fairy nations, one after another, until he finally succeeded in overcoming all of Avalon. Moltred's unification of Avalon, however, ushered in an era that was as heated as the surface of the sun. After his conquest was finished, there was not a single soul left with the power to oppose the new fairy king. Gaining absolute authority, his hubris grew, and his already tumultuous pride began to misshape him slowly but surely. Dude lost his mind. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Ooh, got tricked by a mimic.
Shush it! Let's go!
These guys seem like no joke. This guy just keeps getting in my way.
Stop it!
I have no magic. Oh, hold on. Oh, I got screwed. Sorry, Cheshire. Looks like we took damage on that. Alright, good enough. I mean, we took a little bit of damage, but it's pretty much nothing. I feel like, at least at this point of the game, they just give us so much health. Like, almost no need for it. Okay. And the usual items. But at least it's 150 of them. Not bad. Now this is a secret that I was actually kind of happy to figure out. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Didn't want to jump off there. Damn it. I was just getting myself ready. Oh well, let's do it again. This is definitely not just a treasure chest. Something we really want. There we go. Moon Pearl. I wonder who's wrapped inside this crystal. I wonder if it's like another witch. I kind of got trapped by the fairies in the forest. And that's why they're moon pearls.
Cheshire!
Oh geez. Okay, I think we don't have to go that other direction. We can just take our nice little shortcut that we opened up. Save us a little bit of time. Don't actually remember. I think we're getting close to the end. No, this Tirnanog is going to be annoying. It's a pretty long one. Which I guess is mandatory, I think. I think it's mandatory, actually. That would be an annoying one to do in the speedrun. Come on, camera, keep up with me. Can I actually skip it? No, I don't think you can. I thought for some reason there was something over there. Do we need to go? Nope. Gates closed. Even if that... Oh yeah, we need those guys to open the gate for us. That makes sense. I did not like this Tirnanog. I mean, it's fine to do it once, but it is kind of annoying to do it again. A lot of waiting around and guiding, which makes sense because it's called guidance.
Prepare yourselves!
Oh, we took a lot of damage there.
Prepare yourselves!
Guess the enemies are no slouch. I believe he's still alive. Oops. Oh man, they actually do a lot of damage. think that dude just took a whole flower out. I don't think I've ever been this low in health ever.
Perfect!
Alright, so we just hit the 2-hour mark. Which means we're probably going to be a little late to the stream, but it's fine. Past few days we've been going over, like, at least an hour. So it's fine. What I am concerned is...
You're welcome.
Let's see. Thanks, babe. I'll stick with you a bit. I've got a player now. What I am concerned about is... right around the 2-hour mark is when I started having issues with the audio. I wonder if it's a time thing. Hopefully not. Dude, I really do not want to do this all over again. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this on our own.
Right, you can't stand rosemary. Fine, just stay where you are.
Now I'm debating whether to get that chest. I guess we should, huh? I think it's just some items. It's a really slow process because we need these wisps to come with us.
You're not hurt?
Thanks for your help. Now let's get out of here. Guiding wisps. Try guiding the wisps through the Tirnanog. Be careful if they get hit, they're done for. Wisps are very weak. They cannot survive any attacks whatsoever. Guide them with care. It looks like the wisp in the picture there is pretty much burnt to a crisp. Wonder if that's the animation of them getting burnt. I'd luckily made it through without them getting burnt. I think we might have been a little late on that one. So I'm gonna just wait for another cycle. Don't know what happens if they get burnt. Something tells me we're gonna have to start from the beginning, which I'd rather not do. He's sitting there, chilling, taking a nap. This one's much easier, I think. Don't have to deal with any fire, if I remember correctly. Just gotta deal with the plant, which really can't do much of anything.
You're welcome.
Am I free? I'm scared, but I've gotta be strong. Yeah, that one's much easier than dealing with the fire. And now the annoying part, if you want to get that chest. Which I think is like 3 potions. Which I guess is nice, but... the problem with it is guiding
See that?
the
Told you
wisps
I'd save them myself.
across the flames, because you have to be just perfectly timed, because the last one almost gets burnt if you're not timed perfectly. Let's just wait on this one. That one ended quicker than I expected. And see that last one, you see those burners start to glow red, and that last one is still running across them. Bryce doesn't get his feet burnt. Okay, stay here, wisps. Or I guess come with me, whatever. Get our useless chest here with just 3 potions that I never use. You know, I guess we should use one of them, right? I think that's for some health. Ooh, I wonder if that's full health. Gave us 2, wasn't expecting it to be that much. I gotta wait for those guys to get here before I can even start running across, or else I don't think they'll make it. I probably could have made that one. No chances. Who knows what happens when we have all 3 of these guys. Yeah, I should have went. Wasn't paying attention. Kind of just brain fart there. Okay, made it twice without any of them getting hit. At least we don't need to know. We definitely don't need to know what that's all about. What just happened? I have no idea what just happened. Oh, you know what? I think I got too far away from Cheshire. He didn't come with me. Oh, I never... Oh, right. I'm controlling him, right? Forgot about that. Now, these are pretty easy. I think the only person I got hit with here was Cereza. You can pretty much just keep going. And just like that, we're done. Except I think we have a fight left. Yeah, see, this one's really long.
You're getting punished!
I wonder why the room gets all dark like that. No traps, buddy.
Let's get him, Cheshire!
Oh, we got trapped. Even with the...
You're getting punished!
That consumes a lot of magic. Oh, got the nice dodge there.
Cheshire, let's go! You're getting punished!
Got it. Notice I got this one over here. Oh, I actually forgot about this dude. I don't think he's a boss. Probably just a tough boy. Oh, he's got a name. Cog Magog. Oh, right. Cog Magog. How could I forget Cog Magog? Or Gog Magog. Gog Magog? Yeah. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to do this. I think we can stun lock this dude. So we have two magic lots there. We can pretty much just keep them perpetually locked up, I think. Or maybe not. Yeah, we've pretty much kept him perpetually locked up. I think only one time he got kind of away from us a little bit. Which is fine. I can deal with that. Probably much tougher than... At least they probably made him much tougher than he actually was.
You're all safe.
Or at least they thought he was going to
That
be.
a bit closer than I expected.
Cereza tried to put on a tough face, but she was ashamed to have been saved by the demon yet again. Cheshire had expected as much. He sat and watched the wisps with an uninterested expression.
What was the point of saving these things again?
Cheshire asked flatly.
Look how happy they are. Colum and his friends can live together again. Maybe find some solace in this forsaken forest.
Who cares about them?
Replied Cheshire. Demons are not known for their altruism.
What are you saying? You would just abandon them? Don't you know what it feels like to be torn from someone you love?
But as she said these words, Cereza realized something.
Oh, I suppose I tore you apart from those you love when I called you to this world.
Pretty much trapped you here.
I was just born. There's nobody I love. No need for love, only strength.
The demon's philosophy was simple.
Oh, she kidnapped the
You were
baby.
just born? Then you...
I'm this strong as a newborn. Just imagine when I grow.
The demon interrupted Cereza's introspection with rapturous laughter.
I'm going to be strong too, but I'm going to do it with style. Unlike some creatures I could name.
And she
If I had been
succeeds.
stronger, I could have saved her that night.
As she spoke, visions of the night she failed to save her mother flashed before Cereza's eyes.
Okay, listen, I don't think there's anything else for us in this room. Just double checking. Alright, let's push on. And another piece. Pretty much a heart piece. Even the chime kind of sounds familiar. You know, like, you know, filling a heart container up in Zelda. Only difference is these are petals and that's a heart. And instead of 4, it's 5. But it's pretty much the same thing.
Over here!
But I guess it's not like Platinum Games the only ones to do this. Everybody nowadays pretty much does stuff like this. If it's required in their game. We have a lot of fairy candy. We should be able to, I guess, buy the rest of his skills. Usually, it seems like we're getting more fairy candy than we are of the onyx roses, which holds true. That's how it was last time too. Except her abilities cost way more money.
Thank you, Cereza.
Colm was chuffed. He told them he wanted to show his thanks for saving his friends.
Follow me.
Okay, so let's follow his friend, or let's follow the wisps now. Seems like there's still other Tir Nanogs in this area. Such a weird name, you know? Wonder if that's even how you say it. Tir Nanog. Only got 900 of those. I wish they'd give me more of those.
Cool.
As a rather than the fairy candy. I mean, his abilities are pretty cheap. I don't think I can even use all 1400. I don't think he has enough abilities, at least at the moment, for us to be able to use all of it. And now for the funnest slide in the game. Oh, never mind. I think it's this one. Whee! Nope, not that one either. I mean, I guess these all together are pretty fun.
Fast for someone with such short legs, Colm. To be honest, until meeting you, I thought wisps were just a tall tale.
Oh, hold on. I didn't realize... Yeah, we still can't do anything about that chest. And we pretty much just take damage if we try to touch it. This is a slide. Yep.
Cereza squealed in delight. She was still a child after all.
Kind of smart to put the leaves on the slide. Wonder if it actually works to make it a smoother ride. Got a new area? Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Fairy Research Log number 7. I think that's a new one. Yep. Being a ruler in short summary is to decide what stays and what must go. To take all the spoils never is an option. We'll lament, one would surely weigh themselves down with that which should be omitted. one should never hesitate to execute a healthy purge in their kingdom to make out with the old and in with the new. Ain't that sounding scary? And as the one eternal, infinite ruler of Avalon, we hereby proclaim the inconsequentials of this kingdom to be. You definitely don't want to be called an inconsequential. Devices we have created that have sadly broken down, wisps who have been drained of their energy generating vibes, eyesores bearing ancient regalia, incompetent, stupid fairies. If unnecessary for our kingdom, we wish they be promptly removed from our sight. We have decreed that the Fairyland Tower vicinity shall be the proper place for the expulsion of the detritus. We shall extend a proclamation to our kingdom that this waste must be disposed of with utmost haste. Repeated excursions to and from the site, however, seem an unconscionable bore. Therefore, we have ordered the construction of a giant slide that feeds directly to the disposal area. So fairies may toss these unwanted articles straight down the slide, gone in an instant. Could this be our most ingenious idea to date? We shall make the arrangements and see that it is exacted immediately. Okay. Alright, follow the wisps. Don't think there's anything else in this area. We got another one of these springs. Don't think we can do anything about it now. And another sanctuary. Looks like we're at their hideout.
This is our secret base. Usually it's strictly wisps only, but I'll make an exception. Hey, where'd your kitty friend go? Careful, Cheshire. I don't know if wisps can have heart attacks, but scares like that can't be good either way.
I don't think they have hearts.
Oh, I couldn't care less about weaklings like him. We have a job to do. No time to play fort with these pipsqueaks.
said Cheshire as he eyed Colm.
Why, someone's a grumpy cat. I have something for you too.
You think a demon's hunger is so easily satiated?
But the drool dripping from the demon's maw betrayed his cool exterior.
I think this is the happiest he's been in a while. Thanks. Cereza, you look tired. We're safe here, so why don't you take a little rest? Now that you mention it, I have been on edge ever since coming to this forest. Thanks for everything, Colm. Don't mention it. Let me know if you need anything else.
With that, Colm ran off to frolic with his ethereal chums.
Why? Why won't it open? Mummy, where are you, Mummy?
Dry your tears. You are stronger than you know. Your desire to save others will give you strength. A mother's warm embrace. You will feel it again, as will I.
The boy's final words were still ringing in her ears. Cereza's chest felt warm, as if in this dark, cold forest, a flame had been lit deep in her heart.
I wonder when I'll see him again.
Just thinking about her next dream, Cereza couldn't help but smile.
Okay, let's see if we actually learned all the skills. Or we have enough to.
Cheshire, here you go.
He actually has a lot more than I thought he needed to learn. I don't think we're gonna have enough to learn all of them unless these are cheap.
Here, have some.
No, unless the other one's like
Cheshire,
not
here you go.
450. I doubt it. It's probably gonna be 450 or like 500. Oh, looks like we're not gonna be able to learn everything like we did before, which is fine. I think same thing with this. Actually, I'm not sure if we actually learned everything. I think with Cheshire we learned everything. This time we're only like 200 off. And then with her, I don't think we learned everything.
Does this work?
Although I think we... No, we definitely didn't learn that. Yeah, I think with her, I think we're pretty much the same. Just because hers are just so expensive. That's fine. And then let's save it.
Take a break.
We are pretty much at the end of this chapter. Probably only a couple minutes left. And we're only, what, about 2 hours? Probably looks like it's going to be right around a 2.5 hour chapter. Which is about an hour and 15 minutes shorter than it took me the first time. So we definitely saved a lot of time. Let's see, Ignis's Journal 3, another new journal. The dreadful clown is turning out to be quite the formidable foe. His malicious wisps tricks have resulted in some of the largest accumulations of negative vibes in fairy history, catapulting him to the top of the fairy hierarchy. It's striking to think that he used to be a fairy no bigger than the rest of them. His story, I fear, is one of being driven mad by the power they cannot contain. Once the general overseer of Fairyland Tower, carried a modest reputation for being an efficient wisp tormentor. Now he just holes up in his tent all day working on his little circus show. I was certain his madness would eat away at him until his eventual demise, but he seems to have a very keen sense of self-preservation. There was a young witch who went to face off against him in his tent. He made short work of her. The girl must have underestimated him based on his foolish appearance and challenged him to a ball-balanced duel. An unfortunate mistake. He has trained for years and years on that ball of his, every movement practiced to perfection. Within an instant, the poor witch was flattened like a pancake. Just goes to show challenging your opponent on their home court is never a wise strategy. Oh, I didn't pick it up, but I wonder what witch that they're talking about. Just makes me think those things that were like getting the moon pearls from. I wonder if they actually are the witches that have been captured by the fairies and frozen. Except this witch got flattened. That's not very nice. Hey, Cereza, did you find any more of our friends? No, sorry, buddy. I think this is the same amount of people I found last time. At least I think. Maybe I missed one. I don't know. I could have sworn there was somebody up here. Oh, there it is. I guess only when we interact with it. And they're up there. Just putting on a show for us. Oh, hey there. Oh, for a second I thought we can go up that slide. Let's see what we can do up there. I don't think there's anything in this area. Just a slide for us. Yep, nothing up there. I guess let's just have a little fun before we leave. Okay, let's head out.
You're leaving already? Sorry, we're in a hurry. Can I trouble you with one last request? If you find any more of my friends captured in the forest, would you be so kind as to save them and send them back here? We'll make it worth your while, I promise. You have my word. Thank you.
Saying farewell to Calm, they resumed their chase. The White Wolf was just ahead.
Take care, Cereza. Take care, Kitty.
Well, let's see how long it's going to take us to catch up to this White Wolf. And with that, we are done with Chapter 4. And it only took us about 2.5 hours. So, you know, yeah, an hour and 15 minutes shorter than my first attempt at this chapter. So, I guess it really pays to know where you're going and what you're doing. Now, I guess for a speedrun, technically wouldn't be that long since you wouldn't be reading all the journals. You'd be skipping some of the fights that... Not all of them, you can't skip all of them, but you'd be skipping the ones you can. You wouldn't be doing the Tyranogs that you don't have to do. No cutscenes, obviously. You can skip all the cutscenes. So, there's that. And who knows, maybe there's like a special mode after you beat the game that makes it even faster. But anyways, the next chapter is going to be Chapter 5. I know this has been a long episode. I kind of regret maybe doing one episode per chapter, but you know, we already started, so we're going to finish. So if you made it to the end, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. And I'm enjoying this, and I'm super excited after spending multiple hours today catching up to Chapter 4 and re-recording Chapter 4. I'm excited to go on to Chapter 5 and experience some new content. So be sure to check out the next episode, and thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you are enjoying these episodes, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and come check out the live streams on YouTube and Twitch.